Yo, so we're here. Let's get this show on the road. So BP official news, super exciting, super excited. We actually watched this last night, but we didn't do translations. We were just going off of what we understood. And more or less, like, everything that was shown was kind of already expected when we already knew it was coming. There was some stuff that actually wasn't expected. I didn't expect, like, we knew it was coming, but we didn't expect to see it. So we got to look at the wave game mode. We got to look at the new event coming in, like the Christmas event. We got to look at the pallet system as well. So that stuff we actually got to see, and we're gonna get to like talk about. And I'll do translations in this video as well. So no worries about that. But anyways, let's hop right in. And I'm just gonna go like really quick through here because, you know.
では初めにとなりますが、11月のアップデート項目をご紹介させていただきます。スライドをお願いします。11月に入るコンテンツはこちらという内容。
So this was my mistake initially. Wait, let me just turn the volume off. So initially, I had actually thought that it was going to be on the 15th, like the update. I don't know why, but yeah, this is just the update of them showing us what's going to happen. So right here, we have on the 22nd, everything's going to be coming on the 22nd. We're going to be getting the survey. We're going to be getting an advanced investigation, which is a dungeon. We got score attack. The new pallet system and various new renovations are also coming as well. So that's all going to be there. We got EX, new EX rush. It's going to be called 2-stage sneak snake. I don't know what it is, but it sounds crazy. We got new field, traces of the excavation behind the waterfall, and a free search. And the raid, dragon raid's coming back, stuff like that. And also 2 new time attacks are going to be there as well. Let's try to keep going, keep up pace here. So then we have this. We have the weapon fusion system or limit breaking system or breaking through the limits, whatever you want to call it. We've known about this for quite some time, guys. Nothing really new here. The only thing we did learn is that it will actually be consuming a or not a socket, but plugins. So say you have a weapon, a 4-socket weapon with like plugins inside of it, right? And then you get a weapon that already has a plugin with it. That weapon will then consume the plug that was there. Not saying it's going to go in anything, but it's just going to disappear. So most likely you're probably going to, you know, not want to waste anything on that. But yeah, by consuming the same equipment and exclusive materials, it is a function equipment to raise the parameters of said equipment, blah, 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 blah. Limit break, it goes up to 5. And yeah, we all already know about this. This is like old news. This is what's actually really exciting. So this is actually our first look at the Imagine Fusion and how it's going to work. And as you can see from base, so no +1, and then +1, you kind of can see it increase throughout the stats. Not all of them at once, but, you know, slowly, where like, you know, base is 48, then to 49. Everything kind of stays the same besides 48, 49, 19, 19, whatever, same thing. And then 2, you get 51 to 30. 11 stays the same, 51, 20, like things are rising like kind of by 1, but not everything at once, and so on until you get to 5. And, you know, for example, you went from base, which is 48, 29, 11, 48, 19 to +5, which is 56, 33, 13, 56, 22. So that's pretty much a really good increase, but realistically that little base stat isn't enough to, holy shit. Fucking little fly. That base stat isn't enough to like make, you know, the fusion like super worth, although it is pretty significant. This is why we're actually here, right? Because everyone, like, whenever we found out about this, we're all just talking about what it's going to be doing for the skills, you know? So this is what's important. And this is going to be the case serpent emperor's like increase of skill. And pretty much it's like how do you say, like the cooldown is gonna be reduced, and then on top of that the skill is gonna improve. That's like the most. So you're getting a cooldown reduction, more stats, and improved skill. That's everything pretty much. So this is like the most important thing about it all, I guess. And I think it's chill. I think it's cool. Going forward into Imagines, I mean, this could probably be like great because, you know, maybe it's turning the Imagines, if you decide to limit break them or fuse them, eventually that Imagine is going to have more of a cooldown that is kind of closer to a skill than an actual Imagine, where it's like 90 seconds. Now it's going to be closer to maybe like 50 or maybe even like 40 or maybe even like less than that. Who knows for sure? We actually haven't seen it. This is just what we're going off of. But anyways, let's keep going here. This right here is crazy. So these are going to be the new additional investigation drops. So, you know, when you went into like a dungeon, whatever, you queued for a dungeon and you would get that, like that one box and you'd have like a random one weapon. Well, now it's going to be going from 2 weapons to 2 weapons plus e-imagines and all this stuff. And there's also some new currency that's been added to the game. I honestly am a little bit, how do you say, I'm a little bit like worried about this, not about the weapons. I think the weapons are okay, just because it's going to save people time on crafting, and you know, it's just a good way to go about things. But I will say the e-imagines are very concerning to me, because there's no way to combine the e-imagines. So I don't really understand why there's why we're getting multiple copies, right? I feel like that's probably just like, because all I gotta say is if I go into a additional dungeon and I do this stuff, right, and all of a sudden I come out and I like got like 3 of the brand new e-imagines, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna craft it. That's taking away craft time, and like that's not a problem, but damn, you know, like I'm getting all these extra e-imagines for what? I would have probably preferred if they maybe gave material for the B-imagines actually, just like as an extra drop that would come into it, so it'd be rare, so you wouldn't have to like go out and kill it yourself. Like that'd be sick. But regardless, that's the new thing right there, and it's pretty chill. And then finally, we're gonna talk about the new we're gonna talk about the brand new currency, or I guess after you max type of currency. Also, really quick while we run through it, mounts will also have a reduction of stamina consumption, so you're gonna be able to go a lot further, I guess, and not have to stop as much outside, so that's great. And then on top of that, you'll be able to see people's gear, some party changes, and then, you know, you'll be able to use liquid memory out in the world camps. That's great. We're gonna do that though. Really quickly, so this is gonna be the November revision, right? And it's like Souvenir Exchange, or I guess when you, or not even I guess, when you max your class, like before, all of the XP you'd be getting, it would just go straight into like nothing. You know, you would have to like click this thing to where it says, yeah, I accept it, even though I know I'm not getting XP. Now, all that extra XP is actually going to be going into this material that you will then be able to exchange for these items. And these items are actually pretty good. The first 3, the other 2, I don't know. And there might be even more items we don't know for sure. But yeah, this is the Souvenir Exchange. This is how you're going to be able to do that. And it's really, I think this is really good just because like we're going to actually have a reason to like grind our max classes. You know, I feel like I'm going to be getting more out of my max class, because when I'm grinding a max class, it's mainly because I'm grinding for like EX, and I don't want to do it on a class that I feel is weaker than the one that I like to use. You know, it's easier on that specific class. And obviously that's my max because it's my main. So now I feel like I'm going to be getting more out of it. Plus, this is really good for EXing just in general, because EXing actually yields so much EXP. It's insane. So you're going to be getting a lot of XP from that. And now you can even use tickets and get even more XP for that. So yeah, this is awesome. I'm super excited for that. And then we're going to just tap into also the adventure boards, the adventure rank boards, and the weapon boards will be also yielding gacha tickets. We already know that. So that's another thing. Now let's talk about the pallet system. We do actually have gameplay of the pallet system here, and it's pretty chill. It looks like how we thought it would look. Now, initially I was talking about how I would want it to either be something that I would hold, like maybe I hold shift or hold a certain button, and then I can just click the same buttons that I had mapped prior for my skills. Or it was something that you press and it just switches through. But from the video that we actually got to see, you're going to be seeing kind of like an automatic switch, I would say. So let's just go here and watch it. So this one, as you can see, he's using all the skills, and these are all the buff skills. This is exactly how I would actually run Aegis Fighter. I would have like all my little buff skills on one row, and then automatically it just like kind of went down. You switched, and then now you're here. So that's that, right? Then there's this one where, as you can see, the H is like the button, and it's blue right now. So this seems to be more of a press situation right here. Like after he uses a skill, he pressed it, and it wasn't like he still had skills that like could have been used. They weren't all on cooldown, but he chose to go to the next one, and that's cool as well. So it seems like there's multiple ways to do this, and they already made a post about how you're gonna have to actually fix your settings like in game and like figure out your keybinds, because it's gonna kind of be a little bit weird compared to how it was before. So most likely when it comes to the skills, you're probably going to want to get them in a way, depending on which way you're using, either it's going to be the automatic or the press switch. If you want to have them all in a row, kind of going like in order of the skills you're going to want to use like for your combo. Because like for me, when I'm playing like Blitz Lancer or even Twin Striker, I have like a set, like a certain way that I'll use the set of skills. You know, we'll go into Sanguine, Super Armor, Fire Stamp, Spin, like that. So you'll probably want to move your skills around like that depending on your play style. But yeah, other than that, really chill, super chill. We got a new banner. This is gonna be the Christmas banner. I don't really care too much for it, like, you know, it's whatever, Christmas, but yeah, here we go. And you know, the girl stuff, of course, it looks good, whatever, it's cool. And then let's see what else. The guy stuff, chill, whatever. It's not bad, right? It's not bad. But honestly, I think the best cosmetic is not in the gacha. I think the best cosmetic is actually going to be in the event, which is amazing. This is how the town's going to be looking. We're going to get an update to Astraleads. There's a new mount, a little like kind of hoverboard mount. It reminds me of PSO2 New Genesis kind of, or like something like that. You know how you had those like little sprint things that you could use, like whenever you sprint, you change the animation of it. That was really cool. This looks great. Some new emotes, we already know about that. And let's see if we can find this here. This is what I want. This little Frosty the Snowman thing right here is absolutely amazing. And the best part about it is it's actually like just free in the battle pass, or not battle pass. I'm sorry. In the event store. So this is something you're gonna be able to grind for free. And the battle passes are free. We do know that. We're not even gonna get into that. We're not even gonna get into that. But yeah, this is really cool. One thing I will touch on really quick is the fact that, you know, we're getting a lot of free gacha tickets from now on going forward with adventure boards or adventure rank boards and just like weapon boards and a lot of other stuff as well. From now on, you will no longer be able to convert items that you purchased with the tickets into BPP due to like duping, and also just the fact that, you know, like they're probably losing money on that. And I understand that. That's great. That's fine. So that's going to be a thing. Yeah. And after that, we got the first look at the wave game mode. Now, honestly, in my opinion, the wave game mode is kind of so-so. Like, I don't know. It was like, I didn't really get to see too much besides like a little bit here and there. And the way it works is like, there's like these crystals that will just like pop out these monsters, and they're going to be running towards the bridge to Astraleads, and there's like a barrier that you need to protect. That's pretty much how it's working, right? But I can't speak on it too much because I want to play it before I say if I'm gonna be like, if I like it or if I'm gonna grind it or not. We also haven't seen rewards, so we have no real idea what this is really gonna yield to the player, like what this is gonna give to the player besides just a new way to play the game. But it looks interesting. And I also don't even know if this is like a game mode as to like you queue, or if you just like go out of town and this is happening. I have no idea what this is, but this is just like, it's here. So yeah, we're gonna have to give this a try before we can actually like give an opinion on it, because I want to actually have knowledge on what I'm talking about when I talk about this. But it looks cool. A boss will spawn. Initially, I thought the wave mode would be like maybe just like elites like spawning over and over again, and like maybe you queue in with your friends and like you have like a certain like kind of group or something like that, and like maybe you're like protecting something. But this just seems like it's kind of like it seems like that, but it seems like maybe it's like a random experience where like anybody can just like come in out of nowhere. I don't know. Again, we're gonna have to check it out and see what happens. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, that's about it. That's like everything that's really important. We got the codes for the, you know, the extra stuff. They're giving out tuning tickets and stuff like that. And that was the stream. It was a good stream. It was a lot of information. I did make a mistake. I don't know why, but I thought that this was going to be a double update to where we were just going to get it after. So I logged in thinking I'm going to do a 24-hour stream. It was not the update. So yeah, it's going to be on the 22nd of this month. Very excited. We will be grinding the life out of it. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching my video. And if you liked it, make sure to follow and sub, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.